Are you in March?
Hi everyone, it's Angie and I'm here with Josh who's off screen. Today we're going to be filming what I hope is a fun video for you guys. Oh. Today we're going to be filming a reaction video to my fights this year. Some of these I haven't really looked too closely at. Others I've broken down with Josh to just help me with my learning. I thought it would be fun to kind of look back on the year and just see if there was any progress.
There was progress. Could already tell you.
All these fights are at blue belt level, starting with my very first blue belt fight, which was in March. I fought in Gi. So, yeah. And this is the start of the Daisy and Angie series of fights.
Yeah. We're on episode 4. We just finished episode 4.
We're going to start now.
Okay, I'm going to start it off. 3, 2, 1, go!
I didn't realize how... Well, she's really assertive in this one, too. Where's the volume?
Oh. Well, it's going to play when... Oh, do you want the volume?
Yeah,
it's going to play back in the camera then.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Yeah.
Oh, you pulled guard.
So, yeah, I pulled guard.
What was going through your head here? Do you remember?
Her arm was crushing my jaw. Foreshadowing for another fight in the future. Had the opportunity for an omoplata here. We went over that. This was a more intense fight than my first one. She was just really trying to stack me, and then I was trying to attack more. Here she was trying to pass, and I wasn't letting her. Yeah, and then I'm trying to set up an armbar here, and it didn't really work out, and I just burned out during this fight. I remember
Here?
Yeah, I burned out the moment that she was getting on top of me there. And her crossface was really good. I didn't stop that.
Even then you were still attacking.
Did I get that? No, I think she got that advantage. I remember. Because she's trying really hard to pass. Here I got super burned out and just exhausted. This was my first fight at blue belt, and I put a lot of pressure on myself for different reasons. I think one of them being having a lot of our women's teammates who are super awesome. They came out to support and watch, and I got extra nervous, and I just put a lot of pressure on myself before this fight. There was a lot of adrenaline and nerves,
nice
and
half-guard.
I think that really played out and really burned me out. And then she got me here with an Ezekiel. She had her fist right here, so I ended up tapping.
I think you could have benefited off of a butterfly here versus just settling. But again, that's
I didn't know very well about butterflies then, so it's hard. A lot of tunnel vision.
Damn, she really went for it too.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, there it is. Angie's first.
That was my first blue belt fight.
Boom. Okay, moving on to the next one. Pause.
Oh, look, there's Mars in the back, and Helen.
There it is.
Okay, so now we're in June for the
3,
summer
2,
comp.
1, go!
I had a bigger-ish bracket for me because I always fight at least one other person, but this one was a slightly bigger bracket for Gi. I'm fighting this girl from White Rock who was actually really nice. She talked to me afterwards. Has a background in wrestling, super technical, and you can kind of tell from her stance too. She's really experienced with fighting. So I tried to do a collar drag, and that was my first time doing that, and I pulled her on top of me instead.
Nice.
And you can see that she's really putting all the pressure on me there. Good control for her. And Josh and I were talking about it afterwards. I think she's like the closest like to my weight that I've fought. So yeah, it was really cool to fight her. There was a moment where I was just stuck in her side control, like here. And I just kind of decided to wait for her to make her move before I like start moving too. I didn't really want to burn out here. So
Turn into her. Tuck your chin. Watch out for that cross face. You're okay.
You got her makeup on your gi?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got makeup on my gi. It's okay, she looked good fighting it.
Yeah, just relax. Just
Yeah.
wait for it, Ange.
What do you call this? Or I guess that's not sprawling really. Or what's the word? That
It's just,
like wrestler.
that's
Wrestling
not
term.
even. Yeah, that's a side control position. that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Turn in, Ange, whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
But just the way she's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
so like.
It was a very good, like she was able to pin me. That's what I'm looking for.
Mm.
Yeah.
She's holding onto the material.
Yeah.
Okay, so stuff. That's good.
I remember Josh telling me to wait until their weight's like over and to kind of use that to my benefit. So that's what I tried to do here.
Right underhook, Angie, far side. Good.
Yep.
So,
So I'll use that. And then I accidentally fell into her triangle.
Posture. Off your knees, Ange. Drive.
I'm trying to escape it. And then I tapped it.
Tap.
it's a triangle, right? Not
Triangle.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was by far probably the closest, like in terms of size.
Yeah. For GB. Because I ended up fighting in another.
Because you're always fighting a weight above.
Yeah.
You're like the smallest. What is this? Feather?
Light feather.
Yeah. All right, on to the next one. So there's
After
the-
that fight, I learned I just make sure like I don't fall into someone's guard and make sure at least I have like a leg propped up or something.
There you
So
go. All right, ready?
this is fight number 2 with Daisy.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go!
So we're fighting for the bronze medal. Oh, this is the one where we stood up for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Daisy had a fight, I had a fight, and then here we are. And this was really funny because I think we were both very tired, maybe. I know I was. And we were just standing up for a large duration of the fight.
Good attempt.
She has a nice belt.
I see that, yeah.
Honestly, that belt can be your best friend and your worst enemy at the same time.
Even if I grab it? If I have a grip
Oh
on
no,
it.
just the belt in general. It's good foot sweep actions, looking for trips and all
Yes,
off
I
balances
was,
on both ends.
trying to make my friend Nyoko proud. I still haven't gotten like a inner reap or outer reap type of takedown, but it's okay. I'm trying.
Oh,
Yeah, so she tried to get my leg up there. We were both very balanced. Yeah.
were you tired after the first one? Did you feel like
I was tired, yeah. I don't know why I kind of just let the stand up go. We can just skip this part a little bit. We were standing up for a while.
You're about halfway, Angie.
Oh, you got your own grip now.
Yep,
Oh,
and
there
then
you go.
boom.
Nice little pull action.
Pulled guard, had some hooks in, and then same scenario as the first fight with that. I gotta stop doing that, or at least do it properly. This time I turtled right away. Or tried to? Did I? No, not yet. Oh, I tried to set up an X here, and I did. In a little bit.
Nothing there.
Oh, I accidentally grabbed inside her pants, so that's why the ref paused it for a bit. I see this guy filming like our fights, and then I never see any footage after. So
Okay. Well, you got the extra.
yeah. So there's the X, almost X. Kind of set it up. She fell, and then I should have gotten up, but then I was
Ooh,
like,
a
let
leg
me
attack?
try attacking her legs, and then it didn't work. So yeah. See, that was like the almost past that. I thought was like, whoa, that was really cool. Yeah, so I turtled, so she didn't get the point, but she got an advantage for the pass there. And then she was trying to choke me here. I remember that, but I was like blocking. Posture was down, so that didn't work. Yeah.
It's like she's biting onto the back of your pants to keep you.
The grabs, you're okay.
Oh, baby.
Good job.
That's
man.
like
You're
your
hanging in there.
your soulmate on the mats in competition.
Yeah, I can't remember what's happening here. She was just,
Holding on. She's
Holding
probably tired
on?
from her last fight.
or she was choking me, or maybe she was. Yeah, she still got that grip on my collar there. Yeah. And then we reset.
2-on-1 on the hand. Yeah, turn in and pull guard, okay?
How many minutes is it left?
I don't know.
Oh, we're about a minute.
1 minute left.
Oh.
Or 2 minutes left. Maybe 1 or 2.
2-on-1.
Yeah. So I believe we were tied 1-1 for a little while, like for advantages. No points on for either of us.
Good drive.
And then here I just kept staying in the turtle because I was just like struggling to post the leg and to get up. And I was also tired. And you'll hear from the audio, Josh is like screaming at me like, you gotta get up.
Yeah, well, when there's time of urgency, I will raise my voice. But most times I'll just.
I gotta hear him. That's why he raises it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But here you weren't as nervous as you were before, right?
no. I think I'll explain it at the end of the video. But yeah, progressively not as scared of losing or anything like that. I mean, there's a little bit of a oh man, but like it wasn't as bad as that first fight. Okay, so here, got out of that turtle, and then
What a long match.
I know, and then trying to attack, and then boom, it ended. So she ended up getting another advantage, so it was just 2-1, I think.
I don't remember the score.
Yeah, but I know we didn't get any points for either of us. So yeah, it was a closer match, and even though I lost that one, I was actually pretty happy that, okay, this is like different results from our first fight, so I'm getting somewhere.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah,
2-1.
2-1. Yeah. So I realized like, okay, like I'm making some progress, I'm doing something right. So.
There you go. And then...
Oh jeez.
Alright, you can go ahead and pause it.
Okay, so my last fight for that summer comp was no-gi. It was my first time fighting no-gi. I didn't have anyone in my no-gi weight division, so I got bumped up to the heavyweights. So
Was it heavyweight?
technically, yeah,
Jesus.
they made it heavyweight because we had one girl who was, I think, 175, which I didn't get to fight. And then another girl who was, I think, 130 pounds or 140, I can't remember. But basically, I got bumped up with them, and I got a bye, so I was in the final match. So I'm fighting Ellie, who is the 130/140 blue belt, and I just felt like I was flying in this fight. And I was like hungry at the end of it, so I was just like, you know what, it's okay. But yeah, okay, you can go.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
This is the quickest fight I've ever had. I actually didn't watch this one, So, yeah.
Turn in, turtle. Good.
I don't know if you caught that at the beginning, but like, oh yeah, she got me in a choke here, so I tapped. But yeah, in the beginning, when she flipped me over, I'm so used to the gi, and like I've never done no gi in a comp setting, so I actually grabbed her rash guard by accident. But they didn't penalize me for it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I actually messaged her after and I like apologized, but they were just laughing about it. So yeah, that was my no-gi fight, my first one.
Alright, you can go ahead and pause it.
Yeah. So this next fight is for the autumn competition. I fought in just gi this time. I wasn't really feeling no gi right now, or at this time. And this is fight with Daisy number 3. Just the 2 of us in our bracket. So yeah, and we were one of the first fights in the morning. I don't know why that was the case, but I actually kind of liked fighting earlier than later. So yeah.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh. Oh, nothing new here. Trying to fight for grips.
Yeah, you got it. Pull it out. Pull it out.
There you go, right away.
Yeah, up.
Collar drag, didn't pull her on top of me.
Pull again.
Tried again. It didn't really work out, but that was okay. And then just some stand up. And then finally decided pull guard, got her in my guard. And then I didn't think this was gonna work, but I scissor swept her. So I was really happy, and I remember being on top in mount, and I was like, holy crap, that worked. I'm not usually on top a lot of the time, so that was a very new, not so familiar feeling. Passed her guard, ended up in side control, and then here I remember just my heart was racing because I'm like, she could like re-guard, she could bump me off, whatever. So yeah, had a grip on her hip there, and then Josh was telling me to bring that leg back behind her hips to stabilize her, and then I got back into mount. And then I kind of misunderstood you here because you were saying like hands out, but I think you meant just one hand out and the other one around her. I can't remember.
So,
Yeah.
same.
And I got her back. I tried to flat froggy her, which is something that I did in my white belt competition. But it was a little harder in this case. She had my wrist, and she's trying to get rid of my post there. I was sitting a little too far forward, so yeah, there were times where it felt like I was gonna get bumped off. And I remember here Josh was telling me what the points were, and I was like, what the heck, like I've never gotten this many points. And I just remember my head, my mind was just like, okay, I can't mess this up. So trying to stay on top.
The reason why she was able to build up to a turtle was because her arms were in. So, like when you sprawl, or when she flattens out, make it a habit to keep her arms away. See how her arms are in right now? She can potentially build up to a turtle.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done. But yeah, see how she's slowly building up? It's because she is on her elbow. One of them. One minimum. Notice how she's on her side now? It's because of that one angle.
That's zoom though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That became a meme within the new team.
Yeah. She actually did a, because I remember you showed me that reel where it was like, you know, they got your back, just stand up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that was actually, like, she actually did that, and that's why I was able to get, like, bumped off.
Just pull her head next time. See how her head is posted?
Oh, will that stop her?
Yeah, because, like, she's tripoded technically right now. If her elbows are off the floor, something's keeping her down, which is her head. So if you were to just walk her chin upwards.
And I should have positioned myself a little further back because my weight is too far forward there.
Yeah, she built up. Oh, your parents were here, right? Your family?
Yes,
Yeah.
my whole
there
family
you go.
got
See,
to
and then,
watch.
yeah, once you're here, really focus on building up.
Yeah.
Or extending your arms up.
Yeah. I felt bad because I was trying to, when I was trying to flap Froggy her, I heard her like go, oof, or something like that. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm so sorry. But, yeah.
It's funny how there's still juniors going on.
I know.
The other match.
We were so early. Yeah. And this is when things turned. It was really funny because my mom was watching, and the moment we flipped over and I was on the bottom, she was just like, oh, I can't watch. I have to go to the bathroom. My dad was like, where are you going? You gotta watch the fight. But yeah. Then we reset in the middle. I don't know how much time was left, but I think we were almost up. Oh, yeah.
Around 2 minutes.
Yeah,
left,
probably.
I'd say. Here, I was confident that you were like capable of defending yourself,
Yeah.
like disallowing a submission here. So I wasn't too worried.
I wasn't too worried. I mean, anything could happen, and I was still very scared, and like, you know, I didn't want her to get a sub. So, yeah.
And you still
There
went
we
for
go,
the
trying for that arm bar again. And then I ended up turtling backwards. And then, yeah, so I defended from turtle for the most part. And it was really like blocking my neck because I knew she was gonna go for that.
Fight the grips, Ange. Fight it. Hold on to those grips, Ange. You're okay.
And then
You got
turtle.
1 minute.
This is where
You got 1 minute.
it kind of went down to like, all right, just hold on.
Yeah.
Just hold
There.
on. Just hold on.
Tried to do that invert thing that Josh likes to do. It didn't work out, but it's okay.
Did you hold on to something that stopped you from rolling?
I think so, or
Okay.
I don't know.
It looked like you kind of just thought about it and your body was like, no, let's just go back down.
Yeah, the clock was ticking.
She's okay. She's up 17.
She went for that choke again.
Yes, she's trying to choke me here, but I was like really like, no,
Yeah.
not this time.
And I believe that's the end.
Almost.
Protect. You're okay. 20
She
seconds.
just needs to get her hooks inside.
Yep.
20 seconds, Ange.
Yeah. Really blocking there. She tried to lift me over there.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think that was the end.
Hold it.
And I got kneed in the head there, but it's okay.
Oops. There it is.
Yay!
There you go. Is that 17?
17-0, but
You got an advantage.
one advantage, yeah. So that was a pretty fun fight. I don't know what else to say. I think that was my first time really like feeling in control and just getting to apply a lot more of the techniques that we've been learning, or I've been learning since I started jiu-jitsu. And it was all mainly fundamental techniques too. I didn't really go for anything too fancy, so stick to your fundamentals.
Yes,
And there's
sir.
CJ and Josh.
Is that the one? You just had one match?
Yeah, that was
okay.
it. Then I was done for the rest of the day.
And then, November?
Yeah,
Was it November?
November.
TNO. There it is.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, I guess.
Uh,
Okay, so fast forward to November. I was a little crazy and I decided it would be a fun idea to do. Oh, look at Elmer. I thought it was a good idea. I don't know. I was a little crazy and I thought it would be a fun idea to do 2 back-to-back comps. They were a week apart. The
November.
first one in November.
Yeah.
The first one was the P&O, bcjjf Pacific Northwest Open. My first time fighting in a non-GB comp. So basically you're fighting people from other jiu-jitsu gyms, not just Gracie Barra. I was in a division with 2 other girls who were my weight, my size, and it was probably like, so I like fighting wise and also just watching the other fights too, like they were really the most technical opponents that I've fought. So it was cool to get to watch their fights and fight. Anyways, this is against Terry Lynn, who is from Lions, I think. And Turkey fight.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go. And my first time wearing my mouth guard.
And your pinky.
And my pinky. Here we go.
You got complimented for that pinky too.
I did.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, so here she is. Trying to pass, half guard. And it's really like, I switched my foot because I'm like, wait, that's not how it goes. I tried to bump her off, but I went the other way. And then we talked about it afterwards. I could have like done a lever sweep or went the other way to try and sweep her. And she's in my guard. I don't know why I opened. Yeah. And then here I thought it would be like I was gonna try and do that De La Hiva like elevation thing that you taught me. Then yeah, I don't think I had the right angle. And my knee was still in. She tried to choke me here. I don't know what you call it, but she was trying to do some sort of choke.
Daisy that tried to do, but in turtle instead.
Yeah, I can see that. And then here I got up.
Go through, Ange.
They had to pause the fight.
Arms inside. Arms inside. Get ready to stand, Angie.
My posture was down, which
I think that was the biggest.
Yeah, so a big learning thing
takeaway.
from this this day, this event, was to make sure my posture is not down. I don't know why I thought like keeping my posture down was a good idea, but yeah. So after this day, it's like keep your posture up. So here she was trying to, I'm assuming, triangle me, but I had my two hands in. Should have tucked that one in. And then tried to pressure past her. But we talked about this afterwards, and I could have gotten like better grips like on her belt and everything just to control her better. So now she's here. And then I didn't know what she did exactly. It kind of looked like bow and arrow submission, but it actually was a Peruvian necktie because we follow each other now. So she had posted about it, and it was a Peruvian necktie.
Oh, slick.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I've never seen that before, so yeah.
So there's that. And then off to your no-gi.
My no-gi fight. So I ended up fighting her again in no-gi.
P&O should have done a better job with the brackets though. There's three
Yeah,
of you.
I
You
think
could have you could have had a chance.
like
to
round
win,
robin, like we all, like the three of us, or at least when I was talking with her, like we thought it would be a round robin fight, but it was more of a 3-player comeback. So yeah, I didn't get to fight the other girl who was super technical as well, but I did get to fight Terry Lynn again. So yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here's a no-gi fight. Yeah, so second time fighting no-gi.
You're like, let me go out of bounds.
So here we go. I tried to keep her posture down so she could react. Then I tried to go
I don't know who that is.
and then she went out. And we were not out of bounds. Yeah, so that was my first time attempting a takedown. And I reviewed it afterwards with Josh and CJ. I just had to make sure I keep my head inside next time. But yeah, it was really funny because after the match, like, they were like, who was that? Because I don't do takedowns.
Let me go back out of bounds again.
Yeah.
Those mats were a lot smaller though.
Yes, yeah. The mats were surprisingly, like, smaller compared to the Compnet ones. So yeah, lots of stand up here. And I decided to try and pull guard. Almost swept her. I didn't get there quite. Sprawl there. Got on top. And then again, my posture. Oh, come on, Angie.
Do you feel like it was tight here?
No, I feel like I could have like postured up. You know the thing where you go strip the hand off or whatever. I don't know if that looked right on camera. Look at my hair tie just falling off again. I need to invest.
That's like the second or third time.
I gotta invest in tighter hair ties. These ones are well loved. Yeah, so here she is set up for a triangle, but was going for an arm bar. Here's me trying to escape it.
You did a good job.
Yeah, lots of movement here, and then she eventually got it. But yeah, it was good. It was a good fight. My goal for the piano, like yeah, it's nice to win your fights, but my goal going into this one was mainly to not get hurt because I didn't know what to expect from the other competitors. So I was pretty just satisfied to show up and be able to fight. And I was really happy to fight people who were, or at least Terrylyn, I didn't get to fight Mandy, but getting to fight someone who was my size, because like I felt like, oh, like this sweep is actually working. Like, oh, I can kind of get on top for a bit. Oh no!
It's not screen recorded. I'm just
Okay. So
the bar bro.
the last comp of the year.
The
last comp of the year that I did was the GB Compnet Nationals. It was the week after P&O. I was doing gi and no gi. Had 2 fights in gi. They actually mixed the bracket a bit, and they had a girl who was a weight class higher, and she was mixed in with us too. So I was basically, I guess, bumped up in a way. Yeah, so here's my first gi fight. It is our 4th fight together with,
Let's go.
With Daisy.
We'll never get tired. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. This one was probably like the most intense of like fights that we've had.
Man, her belt is so long.
I don't know if it was just because like it's nationals, so like it was really amped up. So here, full guard. She didn't let me sweep this time. She knew to stand up, so. I don't know what I was going for here. Oh, thought I could do a triangle. Didn't work out. Tried to do an armbar there. But I had to, or should have walked my shoulders back a bit to angle it better. This fight makes me and Josh laugh. Because there was a lot of moments where I just like
Oh no, wait, hold on, this is part right here.
there's a lot of moments where I was just like down, like I wasn't moving, and during the fight it was more like a mix of tunnel vision plus exhaustion plus I'm just gonna hang on to whatever I can hang on to. But yeah, it kind of looked like a malfunction there. Here I was thinking of doing
Jxshuv.
I know. Tried to do the Ezekiel, but this time she didn't. So I think I had either like my hand there trying to stop it, and then yeah.
Ooh.
So she still hadn't passed. I was hoping to do like a lever sweep, but I don't know what happened here. Why am I still down?
Yeah, she like all in your face too, or all in your neck. Oh, there's like a
Yeah,
I think you're going for the day 1 deep tap.
Yes, that was another option that I had going through my head, but I wasn't really positioned correctly. Now we're just cuddling.
Get on your knees, Angie, if you can.
Look at this ref though.
Build it. Scoop if you have to, Ange.
I actually busted my lip during this fight. I don't know if I mentioned that already.
Boom, back step.
Damn.
Ooh, knees inside though.
Knees still there.
Knees still inside though.
Okay.
Turtle.
And then finally got
Turtle.
this.
But you know what though? Instead of staying in turtle, you actually like.
Yeah, I
managed
tried to
really
stand
get
up. Tried to get her up. This part was really funny because I don't know if the people watching could hear, but I actually was like, like all that adrenaline, and I was trying to take her down.
It worked.
So
Look how tired you look though.
I know, I was so tired. I'm just like, okay, like
Go ahead,
let me
Ange.
just grab something
Strip it off right away. She has pollen. Strip that off right away.
and then full guard again.
Shoulder walk backwards, Ange.
So there's this. Oh, flipped over. Oh, we got stuck.
I feel like every match with her, you pulled guard and like closed it successfully, and everyone else was. I don't think you closed guard on anyone else.
She's probably like, this girl's feet smells bad.
No, keep your feet in front. Keep your feet in front. Strip it off. Strip it off. Use your feet to strip it off, Angie.
Looking at the clock.
Hey, is she grabbing on the inside of your pants?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay. Keep your legs
Just
in
chilling
front.
there for a bit, catching my breath.
Gonna hold on. Watch out for.
Because we're not going anywhere. Neither of us are going anywhere, so.
Were you up on the advantage at this point?
Yes. Still.
Yeah, left foot. Yeah.
You could have just stayed there the whole time. Just stay there the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
Her left foot past
Oh,
Gosh.
yeah, we got some action.
Okay, here. Now we're
Yeah, we're
moving.
going again. Oh,
There
no,
we
oh,
go.
you're going for a knee bar. Oh, reverse triangle.
Oh, shit.
Oh, oh, wait a minute. Oh.
After this day, my back was hurting, and I was like, why does my back hurt? And I rewatched this fight and this part, and I'm like, that's why my back hurts.
Oh, you got an, oh, leg at
There you go.
This is like your first valid, like, very, like, okay. We were looking for the leg attack here.
This
Because I think you
time,
aborted way too early your last fight. Or your
Oh,
previous fights?
you mean like I attempted it?
Yeah,
Just-
you actually attempted it.
This
time.
one, I tried. I still hung on. She's
She's still spinning.
she's like, "Are you okay? I'm still down there." And then Josh is like, "Get up, Edge! Get up! Get up!" Still hasn't passed my guard.
Oh, we got next guard. We got
Another
next guard.
Next guard.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still in.
Knee's still in there. Knee's still in there.
This was like such an exhausting fight, and it was my first one too.
You did a good job keeping your knees inside, because then that would have been points for her.
Extend.
Yeah.
Those legs. Try to shoot that leg in. Good.
I think we were both of us were tired. Both of us, not just me. Like she was putting a lot into it too. Look at my face. Like ah! And
Another
then,
armbar attempt.
yeah, and we're back again.
Lift up your chin.
Oh my gosh! Part of the reason why, like,
Oh, here comes the 4 points that the ref gave.
yeah. So this, I didn't even know it too until afterwards. So the ref gave 4 points for this
Turn into it. Turn into it. Good, good, good.
this donkey guard reverse mount.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw him give the 4 points, I was thinking to myself, did they really just screw us over again?
Time.
Man, the ref didn't even stop them.
Yeah.
Or stop you guys.
Well,
Well, anyways, it was a
So,
4-3 match, I believe.
fourth fight with Daisy. So
4-3 advantage you.
yes.
And
For
let's just
advantage.
pretend that 4 wasn't there.
Yeah. So what happened after this fight? So they announced like that she had won because she had like points plus those advantage points, and then I was like, okay, whatever. Like I fought, it's fine. And then I was just waiting by the podium, and then they were announcing, they were like, Angie or Angelique, please come to mat 1. And I'm like, what? So I went back, and then they were talking about it, and they actually overturned it because you actually don't get points for the reverse mount / donkey guard. So technically then I actually won that fight on advantage points. So then I was like, oh crap, like I'm fighting the next round. So yeah, this is the next round. It's against the girl who was like a division higher than us. This is the ref apologizing to me.
I still don't know why. Like, why didn't the... whatever.
It's okay.
Yeah, here we go, and go!
And go. Yeah, I was just like, you know what, I didn't even know, so whatever.
I should have just kept it as you and Daisy in your division.
Here we go.
honestly.
Tried to pull.
See, not a close guard. The only person you close guard has been Daisy this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Boom,
Get it close.
boom. Knees inside, nice knee shield.
Extend that left leg. Force half end.
Yep, passed my guard pretty well. I was tired in this fight. It was kind of back to back. That first fight really took a lot out of me. But luckily this girl wasn't like it wasn't too intense. Like she was very technical too. But yeah. There, she got the knee on belly.
Good catch.
I tried to do that knee on belly sweep. Ended up
Oh, that could have turned into a leg antagonist.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
She got me in the triangle there. And then Josh and I actually reviewed triangle escapes. So I tried to do that, but I actually put the wrong foot up. And I was just like tapped because I got the choke in. Or she got the choke in. So yeah. Now it's a fight. So I ended up getting second.
Let me see that again. I think you got the correct leg up.
No, I got the wrong leg.
Really?
Yep, because you told me I have to be able to grab it with my other hand, but my other hand was like this. And I got this leg up. So I had to get this leg up so I can grab
But
it.
your right arm is free there. Oh, I see what you mean.
I got my right leg up with my right arm out. So, yeah.
Okay.
So I accidentally mixed it up, but
Oh, that's okay.
it's okay.
It's kind of like crossing your leg.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like putting yourself in a straitjacket.
So that was
Nice.
my
Silver. Very well done.
And then
Nogi? Is that your last one?
Nogi, yes.
The
I got
finale.
bumped up for Nogi as well, so fighting.
Which is dumb.
Like, well, there was no one else, so.
I mean, Daisy was doing Nogi.
Oh, but she won 22. She was bumped up higher as well.
Exactly. So it's
Yeah.
just like, why?
That's okay.
It's not okay. These guys gotta. Anyways.
Anyways,
3, 2, 1, go.
fought another very technical lady. So here we go. Actually, I think I did pretty well swimming my arms in and out. I contemplated a takedown here, but then I was like, no, it's okay. I tried to pull.
Good pull. Knee shield. Knee shield. Good leg is there.
Ooh, the picture.
The picture
Good job, Angie.
inverted a bit there.
You play a lot of low knee shield, like
Keep that right arm active though.
unpurposely. That's how it works?
Yeah.
You
So
do, it,
she,
you do it based off of instinct, like half guard knee shield, or even butterfly.
so she has a good pin here. Oh, and sprawled. Leg is still there. And she got it. Oh. I'm not very good in when I get caught in like a.
Nice, give attention, that's good.
Oh, that happened?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I was tired. That's all I remember. I kicked her head. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, once you go up
I pretzeled
in
myself.
level in terms of skill, like weight will play a value.
Yeah.
Weight and
I was
strength.
actually really happy because the last two Nogi fights, like comp wise, I you know, it's like the little things that you kind of celebrate, right? So I lasted longer each time.
Yeah, and you
So
did
that was
very
kind of
well
my
here
thing
too.
there.
Like, being able to defend yourself for a bit. Obviously, Critique played a big role, but like for what you did, I can tell you gave like everything in this match.
She got me in a close submission here too. I don't know what you call it. Just is that a triangle armbar thing? Like from the back?
She's just shoulder
You'll
pressure.
see here.
Oh,
Yeah.
here? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she sets up for this. So in this case, could I have tried to bump her off? Well, maybe?
I would skip those grips personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here, I was actually trying to go for an ankle lock for a bit there. That's why I was lifting my leg up. And then, yeah, so she's setting up for this triangle slash armbar.
Nice.
I think she got the armbar actually, not the triangle itself, but it's still pretty good.
Ooh, that's tight.
Closing my eyes.
This is like, that's like the hardest position to get out of hinge grips here, I think.
And that's it.
There you go.
So those are my fights for the whole year. Ta-da!
Alright. Give us an overview.
Okay. So,
Or maybe after the water.
sure.
How many?
So yeah, those were all of my fights, my competition experience this year at the blue belt level. Yeah, I learned a lot from each one, and I think the biggest takeaway from all of them is just knowing how to handle like the results, because that's like out of your control. You put in the work, that's what you can control, and you just do your best and lay everything out on the mats. And you know, if the results if the results aren't really what you were looking for, it's okay, because every single match there is different, even the ones with the same person. So like, yeah. There were times he's just showing all these different pictures from comp. But yeah, there were times where I was like, oh, I'm going against so and so again, and you know, what if I like don't do well in this fight again, and blah blah blah. But it's like every fight is different. And yeah, I think looking at all of it now, like I've gotten better slowly but surely, and
Man, so much better.
also
Are you kidding me?
like just in my mindset and attitude wise going into the fights, I still get nervous, but I take like the results and everything, and I don't get as bogged down by them like that first fight.
You got 2 microphones.
But yeah, so that's it.
Woo! Good job. There you go. That's it. Anything?
I'm all competition out. Now I'm just enjoying the holidays.
Yeah, there we go. So next year again.
Yes. I also meant to add, just as like another key takeaway from all of these experiences, don't focus on like the results themselves, because if that's all you're going to focus on during the fight, like you need to be really like have a presence of mind when you're fighting, because then you just lose your focus, you lose your energy when it should be put into the fight itself. So focus on the process, on your techniques during the fight, and you know, the results will be what they'll be. So yeah, that's it.
Woo!
And also have fun.
Alright.
Hello, it's Angie again. I wanted to add another thing to that comp video. Basically, if any of you guys are thinking about competing, whether that's like seriously or just for fun and experience, just wanted to say that your mental prep is just as important as your physical prep and training. So you could be training, like actually putting in the physical work at the gym and training that way, but you really have to condition and train your mind as well to be prepared for whatever results will happen, and just to be okay afterwards with those results, because I've been there and I've seen other competitors too, like just feeling really crushed after their first loss, and you know, it's completely valid, and it's a good experience on its own, because you, like looking back after my first loss, I was just so discouraged, but now like having done all of like this competition experience, I've experienced wins and losses, and just a lot of growth comes out from all of that. And I'm looking back at that first fight and I'm realizing like, hey, like if I could tell myself like on that first, after that first fight, you know, I tell that Angie that, you know, everything's fine, like you get better even though like this loss is a little crushing. So yeah, it's a lot of mental prep, and I personally think that that's just as important. So yeah.
And being at peace
Yes.
with the results, being at peace with your performance,
Being
because obviously
at peace during the roll too, because you're under so much stress and adrenaline. And I talked about this with some of my other teammates when I was like just reflecting, especially on that first fight in March. I was under a lot of pressure mentally. I was not doing great, and like it's, you know, it's science basically, like your body's under a lot of stress and your like fight or flight response, you're just gonna burn out, and that's what happened to me. And so your mental prep, like if it's not that great during the fight, before the fight, or you know, whatever, it plays into your physical performance too. So that's why you really have to focus on taking care of yourself physically and mentally as well, when you're doing these kinds of events. So yeah, that's it. And have fun.